Well, if you are in the hunt for a new job, there is good news for you. College grads are entering the hottest job market for entry-level position in 5 years. Employers say they are planning on hiring more people in the coming months. But the author of Confessions of a Recruiting Director, The Insider's Guide to Landing Your First Job, says there are some big pointers you need to know for your job search. Jobs expert Brad Karsh is here with his do's and don'ts. Brad, good to have you on the show.
Good to be here.
So what makes you an expert here?
For 10 years, I worked at Leo Burnett in the recruiting department, and I had the pleasure of reading 10,000 resumes and interviewing 1,000 students for jobs at Leo Burnett. So I've seen it all.
You've seen it all, the crazy, the wacky, and the ones that work. So let's start with the resume, the do's and the don'ts. The first thing you say in a resume, do write about your accomplishments. Don't list your job descriptions.
99% of job seekers, and especially students, write job description resumes where they describe what they did, but basically what anyone has ever done in that job. And for the reader of the resume, it gives them no useful information. So in their mind, they know what they've done, but they haven't explained to the reader of the resume what they've done. What they want to do is write an accomplishment resume. What did they specifically accomplish? What did they do that was different, unique, special? Use facts and figures. I'd say if you don't have about 10 numbers in your resume, you haven't done yourself justice.
No kidding. So you should probably get away from those cookie-cutter resumes that are out there.
Exactly. So many people just take what's already been done and repeat it. And here's the thing. If what's written on your resume can be written by the person who held that job before you or next to you, who's going to hold it after you, rip up your resume and start over.
There you go. That's a great tip. Let's talk about the cover letter. You say, do use it as a teaser for your resume. Don't repeat your resume. That's a trick.
Exactly. I received about 10,000 resumes that I said, and I had about 10,000 cover letters, and I read fewer than 200 because most students take what's already on their resume and they rewrite it in prose form. What you want to do is think about your cover letter as a teaser for your resume. You don't have to tell your life story there, just enough to get them interested or intrigued to hire you.
All right, so I got my resume in. I got in for the interview. I'm sitting down in front of you, and you say, do relax and be yourself. Don't try to outwit. A lot of guys want to show they know everything, right?
Exactly, and they think it's a battle of wits, so,
I'm so smart.
David asked me this question, but here's what he probably means by that question, so here's what I'm going to say, and they end up getting all tripped up in what they want to say. Ultimately, somebody wants to know about you and who you are, and the best way to do that is to make it an honest, interesting, and insightful conversation.
You know, when trying to find a job, or even which direction to take your career, a lot of people rely on networking, and you're going to give advice here that's going to be very controversial to some people. You say, do go out and meet people in person. Don't rely on the internet. There's so many internet sites out right now. You're saying that's not the way to do it?
It's not the only way to do it. And I think too often students especially will go to the computer, they'll send off their resume to 20 websites and be like, hey, I'm job searching. The fact of the matter is it's a good way to get the job. It's not the only way to get the job. So what you have to do is get out there, meet people, let them know what you're up to, and let them know what you're all about.
Oh, that's great stuff, Brad. Thank you for joining us. The name of the book is Confessions of a Recruiting Director, The Insider's Guide to Landing Your First Job. Good luck, everybody.